Hey, yo, what up, everybody? It's your man Fuego Beats, and you're listening to the Artist Highlight Show on Fuego Beats Radio. Um, I'm here with co-host Egypt,
Yo,
and we got a special person on the line right now, and it's my man Handles from down in the Hampton Roads area. Am I correct with that?
Yeah, originally from the ESVA. You say Eastern Shore, home of the 7-5. That's what it is.
Cool, man. So how's everything going, man?
Everything's good, man. I can't complain at all, man. Still moving in silent right now. Just trying to make moves on the low. Staying productive with a positive mindset, man.
That's what it is, man. So first and foremost, my first question to you is, so what's Handles? What's Handles all about? How did you come up with the name? Just let me know what's up, man.
It's a little funny, actually. Handles, first thing when it comes to the word handles, everybody probably think basketball, which you probably is right.
Exactly.
Because I started playing ball, but back in the day, like, I was on the N1 scene very heavy, with the hot sauce, the AOs, and all that. So playing street ball was my thing. So I played high school ball and a couple of, like, Parks and Rec and men's league and stuff. And all I wanted to do was just dribble the ball. So I was a good ball handler. So the coach gave me that name at first. And then everybody started finding out that I can do music. I did, like, gymnastics. I did art. They were like, damn, like, what else can you handle doing like that? So maybe it fits you. So I was like, all right, I'm going to keep it there. I'm going to run with that. So it's been doing good so far. At one time I was thinking about changing the name, but I was like, nah, this is me. I'm going to go and stick to that.
That's what's up, man.
yo. So one of the things Fuego and I have discussed several times in the past, man, and it's something that you focus on yourself, if I'm not mistaken, is combining the old school with the new school. And we always said that if that's executed in the right way, it could be a great thing. So I wanted to know what your take on that was, and like, how would you describe that, combining old school with the new school?
I mean, that's a must, in my opinion. Like, if you look maybe other artists, 9 times out of 10, they probably took something and sampled that from, so something in the past and put it in their, their version or their style or whatever, make it work for them. So, I mean, that's always been brought up in especially in hip hop. So it can't go wrong without sampling or, taking some type of material from an old joint from back in the day and then putting it into your new version. So, I mean, that's a must, man. That has to be planted in there. Like, you can't forget your roots, man, where it came from. So that's just me in general.
Listening to I listened to some of your tracks, man, and it has that good old '90s feel to it, man. And when you compare that kind of music and that kind of sound with what you're hearing today, it's very different. So would you say that maybe aside from the sampling, the old school stuff from like the '70s and the '80s, would you say that you're kind of trying to take that '90s sound and bring it to the forefront today, but giving it that kind of modern day feel to it?
Right. Like, yeah, like I said, I'm trying to, just bring a little 90s feel with the new school flow with it. So just so I can stay, up the pace with everybody else, but at the same time still staying true to myself and true to the art. So, I mean, that's a definite, man. I have to. Like, that's just me. That's just what I was brought up. That's just what I was brought up listening to as a kid. So, you know what I mean? There's no question about that. I have to.
Exactly.
Okay,
Yo, I
cool.
feel and I feel that I appreciate, and Egypt definitely appreciates the dedication that I see, because I hear that, and I often tell people when I'm listening, we as musicians listen to everything you got. I mean, from the lyrics to the beat to the bridges, everything. Now the general public is not gonna go that deep, but we do, and I like to close my eyes and, like, tell me a story through your beat, your lyrics, all of that, and I want it. It puts me in a certain place, and that's why I was like, yo, when I first had, you sent me your stuff, I was like, let me see what's up, because you get a lot of music, and then I listen, I was
Yeah,
like,
you're right.
wow, I was like, yo, this dude, he has something. We got to get him on the show. I really, really like Mind Over Matter. That's
Oh,
one
I,
of my
I
favorites.
appreciate it, man.
That is, and that's always in rotation. That and fresh, man. It's hot. So when you're saying mind over matter, like, as far as that particular song, what inspired you to do that particular song right there?
Well, To be honest, that record wasn't even supposed to be on the new project, Done Thinking, because I already had like 14 tracks, set for it or whatever. But for some reason, I was just thinking about going over the past and stuff, my previous years when I was still trying to make a name for myself and stuff like that. And people, kept telling me, they're not really listening to what you're trying to say. It's just what matters now. Like, what you doing? What matter of fact, like, if you ain't really making no money and all that type of stuff, I'm like, none of that stuff really matters to me right now. Like, I'm just trying to get my point across. I want people, to feel where I'm coming from. And the stuff that I rap about is more relatable to anybody out here, especially the ones that feel me. So, like, that was just from my perspective, as in, like, my mind, it's going to be more than what was really mattering nowadays, the money, cars, and, the females and all that type of stuff. None of that really matters. That's going to come regardless. But at the same time, that's not the type of energy I'm trying to bring. So I'm trying to, stimulate the mind, have people to think, read between the lines every once in a while, but at the same time, they can relate to it because of the way that I put my metaphors and my wordplay and stuff like that. So, but that's just what it was, though. Like, it was just some stuff I had to get out, stuff that happened in previous years. It was some ups and downs, but
yeah.
I'm just glad that the man above gave me the energy to put it all into record, man.
Exactly, man, and that's real good.
Yo, so yeah, definitely, man. So you mentioned metaphors, man. To quote one of your lines off the tape rock joint, you say they said hip hop took a shot and missed, couldn't resist. I crashed the board and got the rebound. Could you kind of elaborate on that? Is that kind of implying kind of how you feel about the current state of hip hop, or where it's been, or where it's going?
I mean, don't get me wrong. It's some artists out there that's still doing their thing. Still doing it. Like we used to, like the type of feel that we used to. And I understand that they want change and all that, but at the same time, like I'm like, all right, now what's next? You know what I mean? Like I ain't really seen too many. I mean, no disrespect to the other artists and nothing like that. Like they're still doing their thing or whatever. And it is some songs that I rock to or whatever, but at the same time, like I'm just still missing that feel that I used to get when I used to listen to certain music. You know what I mean? Like, especially on the radio, they don't even play those type of music like that on the radio anymore. So all you hear is, trap music and stuff all the time. Like, that's cool. But at the same time, like, can you really listen to that 24/7? You know what I mean? Like, I can't do that. Like, it's just not me. So I'm more on the R&B side now, to be honest with you.
Exactly.
Like, I'm a hip hop dude. But, by my stuff, I vibe to some R&B most of the time, man. Because I feel, that's just what it is.
Go ahead.
Yo, that's funny, yo, Handles, I feel you 100%, man, because I say that a lot to people, man. Just like I'm a hip hop head, but quite honestly, man, most of the stuff that I'm listening to today, that's coming out today, is more R&B than anything else, man.
Right. Yeah, I feel they're making a better move right now. You know what I mean? Especially bringing it back from how the '80s, how the R&B scene used to be heavy in the '90s. Same thing as hip hop. I mean, I think it's going to come back around, but at the same time, like, they're letting the ones that's making the music eat right now. So, I ain't mad at it. At the same time, like, give me something else, or at least try to, make it work at the same time. Like, it is some people that come out with a record just so they know people going to bite off to it. But after that, okay, now showing what you really can do. You know what I mean? Like, still put some type of effort inside. You know what I mean? Like, it's just hard, but at the same time, like, they got to do what they got to do. So I ain't mad at them, but
I mean, real talk. All of us have seen the movie Juice, so we know in the morning when my man Q got up, threw his joint on, and was taking a shower. That's how I used to get up, and I can't do that no more. I can't put on the radio and listen to anything that's going to be motivating me for the whole day. That's how I went to school. I was like, yo, I really don't want to get up. Yo, you throw some joint in there, some Wu, some Pac, some Biggie, whatever. Yo, that's that's what I'm doing, and that motivates me for the entire day. And that would be what would get me up. And it's like, yo, I can't listen no more and have that same feeling. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's really almost like watching that movie Brown Sugar. Like, I felt dude all in that. Straight up.
On your tape did shit. Like, sooner or later you're gonna get tired of doing it, man. Like, yes. I gotta stay true to me. Like, it's whack, man. I can't do it.
And what we're gonna do right now, we're gonna get into one of Handles' tracks. We're gonna be back. Don't forget, you can catch this artist highlight show every Friday if you go to www FuegoBeats.com. Hope I didn't say too many W's, but y'all know what I'm talking about. And we'll be back in a second.
Best kept, what up? What up? What up? You know I'm clever, it's whatever, it's me. Done thinking. Check it. Talk to 'em. Look, the way I ride the beat be as smooth as my car seats, with your sweet leather interior covers for dirt cheap, as if the clean was too expensive. The way I'm breaking syllables, giving you critical thinking, making it comprehensive. As a new artist, I was told to give you new flows. Old musicians can never die, just decompose. I suppose I'm clever with the vocab, buzz finally spread. You can lead a horse to water, but a pencil must be led. So instead, I kept writing, hoping you noticing the skill mixed in with real, as I boil them all perfectly. Folks lining up to the place, I can serve y'all in quarterly. The beverages on the side to wash it down with a verse from me. That back to school feeling, just like I earned 2 degrees. Man, some A's and B's, I thought I ran in a couple D's. I see K's, I brush them off like it was lint. Similar to Sprint, the way the next tell them all to behave. As I persuade the sound that I'm giving, it's not stale, not sour or decayed. This the 86 flavor, it's fresh. Check it. As I persuade the sound that I'm giving, it's not stale, not sour or decayed. This the 86 flavor, it's fresh. Check it. The way I ride the beat, you been thinking I'm time cruising. My style mission impossible to lose it. Don't get it confused with them outsiders. They can't see what I'm bringing. I'm springing it like between winter and summer on a daily basis. I'm playing spades with my aces. The kings snatching queens up, saving their lives from them jackasses. Minimal standard, no class having. The type they have their pants sagging, pull them up and tie the belt around it. Similar to Raxon. Embarrassing. I thought we passed the stage. How come we not on the same page? Some stay me, I skip chapters. I'm from a different age bracket, that's a big factor. Do the math and reevaluate yourself, man, it's after. So tell me what you come up with, I thought so. Handles you right though. Show you right, I got me in the flow. Afion crocking it, throw the people watching it, I'm rocking it. Cause ain't another human being stopping it. As I persuade the sound that I'm giving, it's not stale, not sour or decayed. This the 86 flavor, it's fresh. Check it. Hey yo, as I persuade the sound that I'm giving, it's not stale, not sour or decayed. This the 86 flavor, it's fresh. Break it down now. As I serve out accordingly, the beverages on the side to wash it down with a verse from me. Yeah. One more again. Look. As I serve out accordingly, the beverages on the side to wash it down with a verse from me.
One, two, you already know what it is. It's your man SKYZOO, Sky Zoo, live out the borough. And I'm rocking with the homie Handles and my man DJ Sus1. You know how they doing it, man, on this wild, crazy mixtape. You know how they getting it in, man. Done thinking. Go get that.
Order to the Mayans, get a grip, you can't contain me.
Yeah, this is Rhubarb, and you are listening to Fuego Beach Radio, the #1 online radio station for emerging artists.
Yo, what's going on, people? We are back on Artist Highlights on Fuego. I am your host, Egypt. I'm on the line with host Fuego.
Yo.
And you guys just heard a high joint by my man Handles. Man, Handles, what's going on?
Chilling, man. Can't complain at all.
Yeah, man. So I wanted to ask you, man, as an artist, you know what I mean? What would you say your ideal situation would be? Like if you woke up tomorrow, you know, as an entertainer, as an artist in general, you know, what would your ideal situation be as far as, you know, the type of work that you do, your level of success? Where would you be content as an artist?
That's tough.
Yeah, right? Didn't mean to put you on the spot, man. But I mean, you know, whatever comes to mind, man. Like, you know, just anything, man. Like, where would you want to be as an artist? You know, you want to deal? You want to deal with a major label? Do you want to stay independent? You know what I mean? You want to just have a decent following with people that appreciate good music? You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, yeah. That's the most definitely. I definitely go for the fans first. Like I've been doing the independent for a good while now, so that's what I'm used to. But I mean, you know, here to say I'm not going to say that. You know, if the right deal come along, I won't sign nothing like that. It just depends on how it comes in my favor. Put it that way. But if not, then I'm just going to continue on staying independent, doing me. I already got a strong following, so they know what they're going to get out of me. I don't need nobody changing my style up. You know, if they're going to sign me, they're going to sign me for me. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
like,
exactly.
Otherwise, why would you want me? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to be that bad, then obviously I'm doing something right. So
right.
Exactly.
that's just the way I see it. So at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, it's going to come down to my fans because they're the strong supporters. They're the ones going to hold me down. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it's been a couple of times when I actually said I wasn't going to make no more music for a while. People kept coming up like, yo, man, we need something new. Like, we need something fresh. Like, it's good. So, you know, every now and then I got to keep feeding the fans. So that's what's more important to me. So hip-hop is love, like I said. It's what I'm representing, and it's spreading. So
yeah,
it is what it is.
Yeah, and that's the biggest thing right there, man, is remembering, you know, why you started this period. You know, because I could say it for real, and I think this is for I'm gonna say most of the entertainers and any kind of entertainer, but especially in music. You made it for. There's a reason you started doing music. It's not because you thought one day, hey, I can make money. That's not why you started. I mean, anybody, even the people that now have got blinded by money, they didn't just start like that. They started maybe freestyle when it comes to hip hop, or maybe playing in a garage band because they drinking beers or chilling and they want to do that and they know they got something, and somebody put that money thing in their mind because that's. It just doesn't come. You just don't think one day I can make money off of this. This is something that you love to do. So if you continue to just think, I mean, all your blessings will come. You know what I mean? All of that,
right, exactly,
you reap those benefits. You know what I'm saying? And just stay true, like you said. Stay true to yourself, man, and continue to do that. Thing I wanted to ask you is, you know, I know, in the 757, that's where you reside. So do you ever go, on tours, or have you been around the country at all? I don't know about with the label or independently or whatever, perform, DC, New York, or anything like that?
I mean, I've done a few shows, here and there. Still, gaining more fans from everywhere I go. I was invited on the with DJ Young C, G Unit, Shadyville's DJ.
Yeah.
I was invited his tour shows on like universities, like. Performed at Virginia State, which is where I graduated from. So shout out to my alma mater.
All right.
Yeah, man, just still trying to make moves, man. Like, it don't matter, like anywhere. I'm just trying to go. So it is what it is.
All right, word. Yeah, you cut up for a little bit right there, but it's all good. Hopefully it didn't come out, but I heard exactly what you were saying. It was just like a little delay. But
okay.
It's all good. Don't worry about that, man. But that's what's up. That sounds good to get invited on tours. I definitely say, yo, get in wherever you want. One thing too is that me and Egypt always talk about this as far as when people and nowadays definitely, and they'll say Fuego is beating up the industry, and damn right I am. I don't care. I really don't. I don't care. You know what I mean? I'm saying like this though. When you get and how do you feel about this when I make this statement? When you get on the track with somebody, okay, that's a competition. You a baller, so you already know. When I'm playing you, or you ask me to play on your team, I'm playing on a team, but I'm also trying to shine. So when you bridge the gap and you jump on a pop track, you're supposed to, in my opinion, I want to know how you feel, you're supposed to stay true to who you are. And it's a competition between you and that dude, in my opinion, or girl, and that, in my opinion. But you shouldn't now go to that pop side. If you a hip hop artist, you a hip hop artist.
Right.
That's the way I feel. So when you jump on a track with Justin Timberlake, you shouldn't become Justin Timberlake. You should be Handles or whoever you are. So
that goes back to my bad. Go ahead.
No, you do it. I was like, yeah, you still should be able to stay true to yourself. But I mean, I rarely do that, but at the same, like, it depends on how the, you know, the instrumental and all that, the production goes.
Of course.
Like, it's some pop songs that can actually, you know what I mean, blend in with the hip hop just right. Like, it's been times, you know, everybody know 9 times out of 10, you put a good R&B record with a hip hop artist, you know what I'm saying? It's a hit. Like, it's just regardless, you know what I'm saying? Like the Method Man and the Mary J, you know, like, need that type of vibe. Like, that's no question. Everybody's gonna rock to that. But pop, that's a little bit different. But I mean, I don't see the difference as far as you still rapping and still keeping your type of style as far as how you come off on it. Like, it just depends on how the record is, how the artist is. Like, because at the same time, if they want you on it, you basically got to go by what, you know what I'm saying, what they were trying to bring to the table as far as that record.
That's
so, I mean,
true.
in a way,
That's
it
true.
is kind of hard,
That's
but
true.
at the same time, I don't know.
That's true. But at the same time, like you said earlier in the conversation, if they want you, they want you.
Right.
So that's what my point is. This is like, for some reason, when I've dealt with artists in this area, I'm in DC. Some of them feel like they now it's like they now have to. I don't want to say, they don't realize there's a competition on the track. So me and you are rapping, I'm taking it as I have to shine. It's your record, but in no way in hell I'm just gonna play backseat. I'm gonna shine. That's just me. I don't know how you guys feel.
Yeah, I couldn't do that. Like, it's been several records I did with a whole bunch of dope MCs. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, I'm from the 7-5, so I did records with Intellect, A-Driver, Jet Noise Cardi, Carnage 45, you know what I'm saying? Like, all them are dope. So, at the end of the day, we all know, you know, it's all love and whatever. So, but at the same time, like, it makes us better. Like, if I come up with a dope 16, it's going to make you want to write you know what I'm saying, a dope 16. Like, it's just that type of energy that I like, you know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, it's not really that type of competitive-wise, but at the same time, you know you want to bring your A game. Like, especially if you know you're in the top 5 and you're on your basketball team. So you got to do something. If not, they're going to go to the bench and get, you know what I'm saying, your second string. So, and I'm pretty sure you don't want that.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
But, I mean, at the end of the day, you got to. Like, it just, otherwise you're cheating yourself.
Yeah, that kind of reminds me of that whole situation with Cannabis and LL back in the day.
Yes.
Y'all remember that joint?
Yep. And that's exactly what I was thinking
man.
And that's exactly what but because that's one of those things that, like they always say, and I know, you know, I'm not doing this because me and Egypt played ball in high school too. So we all know that when we on the court, some players make you better. They say the Kobe's, the LeBrons, the Jordans, they make you better. That doesn't mean that you are like in your mind like, I'm gonna show this dude up. That doesn't mean that. It's just a nature of when you're in something like balling or you are artist or any of that. Maybe it's just a competitiveness in me that I feel like I cannot slack. I've got to be on your level, because next track, if I'm not on your level or not giving you some kind of like, yo, this dude is nice, you're going to, like you said, go to the bench and you're going to reach for somebody else.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like it's just automatic that you're going to just start doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And hey, if I beat you on your own track, you got to work on
That's your
something.
fault.
I'm dapping you up. Like, yo, now I got to work on something. You know what I'm saying? That's just
yeah,
what
like,
it is.
yeah, your first impression is always the best impression, man. So you got to come correct from the jump anyway.
Perfect
You want to get
scenario.
one try, you know what I'm saying? How times out of 10, you want to get like one shot. You know, so
Perfect scenario is Kaepernick.
is what?
The quarterback, 49ers. Came in that joint, and the other dude, you don't even see the dude another team. He was the man. Second string dude came in. Yo, you're not performing. It's just like that. You're not performing, yo. You on the track with somebody. Yo, you gotta make sure you on your toes. You doing your thing. And I always love a battle on a track, but you not. It's like a subliminal joint. You know what I'm saying? Like if you got, you know, Jay-Z and Nas on the track together, they're actually battling. But again, like I said, the general public may not get that. Like just the average, the I'm gonna say, what's the word I'm trying to use? Egypt, you gotta help me. It's one word I'm trying. Casual,
the average, the everyday listener.
Exactly. The casual, you know what I'm saying? They don't really understand the ins and outs, but they just like, oh, I like the beat and the hook.
Right.
You know what I mean? Versus somebody like that really like digs deep into it like we do. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Keep my attention. Like, okay, we already know what the hooks be because that's competitive. But give me something that 16 is gonna make me remember. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. Like, if you're doing a record, it's been records that I heard in my previous years and now sometimes where they got a dope hook, but at the same time the verses doesn't match up. You know what I'm saying? With the whole, I'm like, what's the storyline? Where you coming from? Like, what's the concept behind it? Like, all you hear is one dope hook, and it falls off. Like, before it gets to the second verse, it's gonna fall off. Like, it throws me off somewhere else because I'm like, what are you talking about now? And then you go back to the same hook. I'm like, nah, it doesn't work like that. So
Exactly.
but some people do it. Some people get it. People don't. Some people working on it. Some people. So I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, definitely. So yo, we're gonna go to another one of Handles tracks, and again, you're listening to Artist Highlight Show on Fuego Beats Radio at fuegobeats.com. Make sure y'all check us out, and definitely check Handles out. But we'll be right back.
Real music. Yeah, this for the tribes, the most deaths, the Qualies, the Biggies, the Pox, Big L, Nas, and Jay-Z. You all I need, word and meth to marry. The production gave me comfort from me to never worry. Adding the pad and the pen, a heart pouring out for within. You can predict the rest of the story. I mean, even though we had problems, you chose to run. It was hard, so I started to play that record for fun. Ease my mind for a bit, making a better outcome. Money's knocking, I'll open the door to let the end come. Clever, who would've thought we'd take some time off? I know we changed, but I'm trying to adjust the soundboard. You the one that I pound raw. We let the politics get in between. Now it's the love that I'm fighting for. You seen what they did to the people before us? We can't let them destroy what they have built. Not at all. I'm from here and they treating me like a tourist because they know that this culture can't be killed. When together we uplift, create, educate the people on large levels to make a change. Though I'm trying to arrange all these thoughts, but it's steady adding extra bullshit minus the art. Damn, I'm trying to stay on point. CP3 style, I stole the ball, I'm in transition. They want a G foul, but see I'm clutch with 5 seconds left on the clock. Taking the shot for the 90s is a must. Like the 90s love, the Queen Latifah, HMR, Eve, all the above. They just do it because why? I do it for the love. Yeah, the 90s love, the MC Lights, Ride, Digger, Lauren, all the above. They just do it because I do it for the love.
Log in, FuegoBeats.com, YouTube, Mr. Fuego Beats.
Yo, what's good, everybody? This is Fuego Beats back, and with Egypt on the line.
Yo.
And my man Handles.
Yes, sir.
And I'll let y'all know real quick, you're hearing beats in the background throughout all of our shows. You can hit up my man Egypt. Definitely hit him up at Big Egypt at MSN.com. Make sure y'all hit that dude up for the beats. You can also, through Egypt, you can hit Juan G up. You can hit up Jab or me, Fuego, because it's a team effort. You know what I mean? We do the damn thing. So just make sure y'all hit us up. Yo, Handles, man, I'm loving this. I'm loving this show today with you.
I appreciate it, man. I'm enjoying it, man.
Yeah, you got some good stuff, man, right there. And I think, like you said, everything's gonna come back. It always does. And throughout, pretty much history repeats itself. We all see the flat tops and the skinny jeans coming, and they're back.
Right.
What do you mean coming? They're already back with the big shoes. Not sure if I seen big shoes like that when I was growing up. You know what I mean? I grew up in the '90s. I think I'm not sure, you know, your age Handles, but
26, man.
Oh, okay. So yeah. I'm still the old man to you, though, man. I'm 30.
This guy, he got 4 years on. You talking about old man?
I'm trying to tell Egypt, man. I turned 30 Handles in my life on my birthday.
But everybody say I got an old soul, though.
Son, see, he called me old. You saw that on subliminal. He called me old just now.
No,
bro.
I'm saying everybody saying I got an old soul.
No, I'm
though,
just messing with you.
I grew up around older heads.
I was just playing. Oh, he called me an old head. You saw that? You heard that, right? He gonna call me an older head. Yo, that ain't cool. Let me stop. But it's real talk though. Yo, February 1st, I was sick. My back hurt. My knee hurt.
Man,
Yo,
it's like
I'm
that.
not lying. Yo,
Past 5 years, yo. He's talking about February 1st because that's when he turned 30. And he's claiming that the day he turned 30, his back hurt.
Yo, son, I lied to you not. 11:59 the day before I was cool. Let me stop.
I'm 11:59.
I'm trying to tell you, yo, my wrist started hurt. Yo, it was bad. It was bad, yo. I was like, this is not cool. So I've been motivated, hitting the gym and stretching more.
That's what's up. Gotta stay in shape, man. Gotta stay in shape.
Yo, I didn't know you had to put ice down yourself and getting baths and all that shit. Let me stop. But yeah, yo, back to what we was talking about, man.
Yeah. So,
Go ahead,
your Done Thinking project, man. I see that you worked on that with the dude. I think his name is Sus One from Power 105.
Yeah. Shout out to him, man.
Yeah, definitely, man. I'm a fan of the Breakfast Club. I wanted to ask you, how did that relationship come about? Like, how did you even link up with him?
I actually just sent like a email out and like a couple samples of the record. You know what I'm saying? Or some of the records gonna be on the project, and see if if you bite on it or whatever. Then I talked to his manager and he was like he likes it. So you know what I'm saying? Like as soon as we ready to make the moves, let him know. So I sent him the whole project. He checked it out. It was a done deal. Like, it was just all respect and love, man. So I appreciate what he does, you know what I'm saying, what he's still doing. So it was just all love, man. I couldn't ask for more. Like, I was excited, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
So it's a good name, you know what I'm saying? He got a big buzz out there, so I want mine gaining some of his fans as well. So that's what it is. Plus, it's a good move for me because it's outside of it, you know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly.
You necessarily got to just stay in, you know what I'm saying, stuck in my state.
Oh man,
so,
you hit it right on the head, man.
So I'm happy I get a lot of love elsewhere other than VA. VA is gonna always be home at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? I'm always carry it with me, but I gotta expand somehow. Like I gotta gain more fans. I gotta get out of VA somehow. So that's what it was. This was a major move for me. So I was just excited, and I'm enjoying the buzz and the love that I'm getting from it. So it's just making me want to work even harder for the next project. So.
And that's what's up, man. I'm telling you, like, the one thing I tell every artist that comes through or every aspiring artist, DJ, whatever, is the main thing is that you got to win on the road. And that's what anything you do. Home is going to be home. You're going to have, where you grew up, you're going to have all your hundreds of friends and family. But when you win in Kansas, yo, that's what's up. You go to Utah and you rock the crowd and you got 1,000, 2,000, 10,000 people in the audience, and you don't know one person in town like that, that means, yo, you doing it. And I see that in you, man. I really appreciate that, man. I'm glad you said that because that comes from one of the other artists, you're one of their peers. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And they could, that's what's up right there, man. And I'm looking forward, to you hopping on some of our beats.
Absolutely.
Almost definitely, man.
So
I'm looking for beats actually right now from my sophomore album, man. So we definitely gonna link. I love to have one of your productions on the project.
Yeah. Egypt's gonna get some things going. I'm gonna pass my stuff to Egypt like I always do, and then he gonna do it up, and then we gonna pass that to you, yo, no doubt.
Word, that'll work.
Definitely. And like
yes, sir.
I definitely appreciated one thing, and Egypt's probably like, why is he gonna ask this? But I always ask this question of like, is there one thing like that is special that you do? I mean, that not too many people know, or a special skill. Like, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you could fly. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. But is there something that, not too maybe your close friends or family know that you got that most of us won't know?
You said, is there anything?
Yeah. Is there anything like something that people don't know? Not too many people know that you have a skill. Like maybe you can cook real good, or maybe you whatever like that. Is there something that comes to mind?
I mean, most of the stuff everybody knows already. Like, they didn't know immediately, but like I said, it came to the point where they started finding it out, and then that's when they was like, "Oh, damn, well, you can handle anything." Cause like I said, graffiti, drawing, doing portraits. I did that in my spare time when I'm by myself, chilling. I used to always draw all the time. I did like the little gymnastics thing. I was nice with the backflips and all that.
You know what? I can see that. I can look at you and see that. I can see that when you mentioned that. I was like, he do look like when I'm flipping on cars and shit. me and Egypt used to bust our ass though. Remember? We used to bust our ass.
Yeah, I used to do all that when I was younger, man. But then, you know what I'm saying, I kind of cut that out. So I mean, music always been in me. So like I said, you had any of my old friends back in school, whatever. Back in the day, though, I used to be the one doing the beat on the lunchroom table. I used to not be the one rapping all the time. Like, I did rap, but nobody wouldn't hear it. I used to go home and just write, you know what I'm saying, all the time. But then when that right day came out, one of my cousins or whatever, we was in like a little fight at a football game. And they was like, yo, y'all don't even know. My boy be spitting on the low. So he was like, yo, hit him something. So I gave him some of my written work or whatever. And they was like, yo, all this time you did this? Like, this is you? Like, I was like, yeah, man. I said, but I just always wanted to do the beats back then. And I just like the energy. Because all I had to do was just start doing beats. Immediately, like 5 or 6 people come to that table and just start spitting. Non-stop, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the type of vibe that I'm used to. So for me to just jump into, you know, just rapping now as being one of the people coming in joining the cypher, like that's all love, and people still respect me for that. So like it is what it is. Like I just like it, man. Like I just like the energy, the love and support that I'm still getting on to this day from hometown throughout everywhere else. You know, I'm hearing I get my music played in Japan, you know what I'm saying, Germany. So there's a lot of love out for it, man. So I'm just gonna continue doing what I'm doing. Like I said, staying true to the art, with a positive mindset, and just keep working hard, man. It'll pay off.
It definitely will, man. It definitely will. Like I said, man, we appreciate you on. Yo, any shout outs you want to give?
Just shout out to my whole hometown, man. ESVA, like I said, you said Eastern Shore. Shout out to the whole 7 Cities, 757. My mom, the whole fam, my pop, everybody that helped supported me on this dream, man. So like it is what it is, man. Just nothing. I don't want to leave out any names or whatever. So yeah, just shout out to everybody that's still supporting me, holding me down, and you know, I'm gonna always get back. That's just what it is. It's just me.
Cool, that's what's up, man. Like I said, man, anytime you want to come on, man, let us know, and you definitely can jump on the shows, man.
Word, that'll work. Shout out to y'all, man. You know what I mean, for getting me on here. Like I appreciate that.
Absolutely, man.
Always, man. Always. So, yo, we're going to go to another one of Handles tracks, man. And we will be back with Kia Sleet next. So, we'll get with y'all.
To my brain now, I'm done thinking. My 2 cents from the one wisdom of Abe Lincoln. This verse spinning on one thought for one verse or one beat. My speech will make Chrissy stop drinking. That's a man on fire. Start extinguishing. It's hard to cool a brother down when the heat arisen. See the position I'm in? I have this record complete quick before you win a stare off. It's called blinking. Suppose I walk into this person's office, propose an opportunity, pulling me from the thought of money. It's funny, cause at the same time while he's talking, I'm walking, thinking like I should smack homie. If I tell you a mouse can pull a house, you just hook him up, no questions asked, just get the tools for me. You might think I'm a fool, but surely you be amused, what you refuse to do. And that's listen to me, my nigga, that's death. So plug your hearing in, homie, and catch your breath. Is that shocking? This when I speak, the words leap into your dome, similar to DJ Holmes, niggas that don't sleep. Political correction, my direction is easy, sometimes hard, mine is the erection. My collection is steady growing, while I'm steady showing my visions through this instrumental that's by me. Add an O behind it, I'm looking for my hip-hop, but see it's hard to find it, and playing hide and seek. Although I see it from a distance, an inch in the way, I had to pull a ruler out and grab it by the feet. Got 'em, it comes natural when I jot 'em. Gotta say it's picture perfect, there's no need for me to crop 'em. So, miss me with the distractions, I pay 'em no mind, that's why my brain's insufficient. Think about it, you have to follow before you can leave, but who do you follow is the question. Most won't follow your journey until you way past successful. So shout out K-Flow for that lesson. I see you, nigga. Don't vibe with me now because I'm hot. I guess these other niggas just forgot. I've been doing this. I'm a casino. It's like warming up the slot machine. You leave another nigga hits the jackpot. Me. So sit back, relax, and just watch. Not on my time though. You had your chance. I'm moving rapidly and I'm strapped up. Car seat though. I see success in my rear view. I call a glance. I'm steady riding on this empty road speeding. Nothing less than 100 and I'm steady exceeding and needing another way to get out. I hate detours, so I created another route, my way. Minus Usher, the bars that we setting is in 3D. It's all in your face, but can't touch us. I had to earn my name around here in these parts with the art, proving that I had heart, just like the Ruckers. Suckers that try to be sucked less or upgraded. So make your next move count or ask your checkmated. Cause y'all playing Jimmy. I'm more like Richie from the barbershop. Got street smarts and well educated. I know some gangsters who told me to keep my head in them books, and that's some real shit. Told me to never quit. The old heads even loving me like it's Christmas. They told me keep it raw, unwrap when I present this gift. Well, it's about that time to make this world shift. Well, according to the Mayans, get a grip. Cause when I hit the impact's gonna be lovely. Although I'm a good catch, guess who then he loved me? The man above me, above me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ride with me, ride with me, ride with me. I had to, baby. Ain't on club me or whatever, it's me, it's me, it's me. You know the rest, the rest, the rest. Done thinking, done thinking. DJ Sus, what up, what up, what up, what up? That real music.
Yo, what up out there? This is Fuego Beats, and you are listening to the Artist Highlight Show on Fuego Beats Radio. I am here with my host, Egypt.
Yo, what's going on?
And we got a special guest tonight, Kia Sleet.
Hey,
What's up? How you doing?
I'm good.
That is cool. Egypt, do you hear how crystal clear?
Yeah, I noticed. Are you on the mic, Kia?
No.
Wow.
You're on your phone?
No, it's just I'm on the computer.
Oh, the computer mic. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes,
that's cool though.
yeah.
That's really cool because sometimes the connection, because you know how Skype is.
Yeah.
So it's a little funny sometimes because you calling a Skype number, by the way. So
Oh, okay.
sometimes it's a little.
So I'm
choppy.
really clear. You can hear me?
Oh yeah, perfect. Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So first and foremost, my I got her with Kia through Dominic, which is my wife's good friend from San Diego. Yeah, I don't know if you even knew that, Kia.
Yep.
Okay,
He told me.
you knew all
Shout
that.
out to Dominic.
So Dominic was like, "Yo, you gotta hear this girl." I was like, "Okay, cool," because Dominic he's been supporting us from day one, and I know he has a good ear for music, so I already knew it was gonna be hot, but I didn't know it was gonna be this hot. Like I was like, "Yo, the sound, it was just crazy." So, I'm gonna ask you first thing, what got you into all this music and everything that you're doing right now?
What got me into it? That's always a hard question for me to answer because I've always loved it ever since I was a kid. I've always created in some kind of way, and it's the easiest way for me to communicate.
That answered it right there. It's natural. So that's another thing that's great. Like, wow, usually, it's some sort of, it could be some, underlying things like maybe you heard a record or something. It just, made you just instantly hear it. But it's like you was born to do this. So that's even better,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this, Kia. I'm sure, your journey up until this point hasn't been, smooth sailing. As an artist, what kind of obstacles, aside from the obvious things, of course, but, what kind of obstacles and hardships have you had to overcome, maybe finding inspiration or, any aspect of what you do?
Oh, man. It's been a rocky road, the typical artist story, I'm sure. But, you try to balance trying to remain inspired, trying to, remain productive on top of trying to survive. It's a huge challenge, and I'm sure any artist or any independent artist can relate to that. And I'm sure you guys could relate to it too, just trying to balance the whole thing.
Absolutely. I got a chance to kind of read up on your bio, and it says that you moved from the Midwest. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Over to New York. So, I'm sure that was a tough challenge, just making that move, just off of, the motivation that you have to make the music that you make. So that's commendable in itself. So are you in New York right now?
Yes.
I'm sure you're loving it, right?
I love New York.
I was just telling her that those of us who always like hit New York still will love it forever, but it's one we need a change too. You know what I mean? So a lot of us is moving out, and people that haven't, that's basically been there in the last 4 or 5 years. I've been noticing that a lot of people that I meet that are living in New York now come from elsewhere. More so than saying, hey, I've been here for 25 years or my whole life. And then when I meet people from where I live or when I went down south, they're like, oh, I'm a New Yorker, but I had to get out. You know what I mean? So, but, hey, New York is always going to be like the Mecca to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, especially when it comes to music, you know what I mean? That's it's a hot spot. So
yeah. So with that,
everybody loves New York.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. But you know what? One thing about it is that if I was just a billionaire, I would have a place in New York, somewhere in the Midwest, and also Cali. Got you. Because the Midwest, I have a coworker that always goes there, and it's really relaxed. He said, like really chilled. So
it is, especially compared to the East Coast.
Okay.
It's really relaxing.
Yeah, and that's crazy right there. You don't have to worry about. Well, I guess you guys have storms too, but you don't have to worry about all this crazy stuff that happens with earthquakes in Cali and over here. All the crazy stuff we have on this side. I guess you guys have something, but I never hear bad things from out that way like that. You know what I mean? I always hear people that come from the Midwest. It's like they just have a whole different outlook. Because Cali is like real laid back. And, East Coast is real kind of, we're a little tight. I'm not going to lie. You know what I mean? We're a little uptight.
Like a little tight.
We're a little uptight.
Always on.
Exactly. And you guys seem like you got to even, kind of even. Like you can go one way or another. You know what I mean? So it's like you got that balance. So that's kind of cool right there. So, I'm pretty sure you've been in, studios and you've performed. So have you performed a lot in New York?
I haven't performed a whole lot.
Okay.
I did more plays than actually performing, singing,
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I did some plays, but I've mainly been focusing on improving, my writing skills and trying to get better,
Yeah. Yeah, I understand that.
So you mentioned writing. I assume that as a singer, you write your own material.
Yeah.
But aside from that, as an artist, there's some artists out there that get into a booth, provide the vocals, and they're done with it. And there's artists out there that, of course, they get in the booth to provide the vocals in addition to, being involved with the production and even sometimes the mixing, the finished product of the song. So how involved would you say you are in all those aspects of the music making process?
I'm involved 100%. My team really consists of myself, and I do everything. Sometimes I like to put my own beats together, or I don't really like to call myself a producer because I'd rather write and sing, but I have to play that role since since I'm a team of one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
But
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say, recently I just started reaching out to different producers to work with.
Okay, that was actually a good segue to my next question. What do you look for in a production team? Because I thought, I don't know why, but I got the impression that you had some kind of production team maybe, or, a couple of people that you associate with. But what if you were to go and look for, producers or a production team, what would you look for in that kind of thing?
I look for, when I listen to their tracks, I want to hear that they're fearless, that they're not afraid to go outside of the box or think outside of the box and put something really crazy together, because I like to experiment, and I don't really like to do whatever's current. I mean, it's nice to, use that as a reference, but I really like to experiment and push the envelope.
Well,
so I look for...
Go ahead.
Oh, no, I was just going to say I look for producers and, I look for people who are the same way.
I have to agree with you 100%. I'm always talking about that cookie cutter stuff that you always hear, and how, I hate doing that cookie cutter, what's safe. And you mentioned people that want to outside the box and take a risk, and
yeah.
So that's a good look. I'm happy to hear that.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm one of those that's what it is. I told people, like, straight up, if you're looking for something from me that's out there, nah, you're not gonna find that. It's not that it can't happen, not that I can't do it, but I choose to use creativity. And that's what you're basically saying too, because that's what music is. I mean, music doesn't have a format in anything. I mean, you do what you do. You know what I mean? Music is just free. You shouldn't, and I have, ran into some musicians that kind of feel like they have to do this, one thing. They can't just be free and just let it loose. And I mean, like I said, there's no format. It's not like we're building a house, and if we don't do that right, it'll fall apart. That's a little different.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm in
Some
agreement.
people give too many rules
Yes.
to music.
Yes, that's yeah, and that's why, like, that's what Egypt was saying. That's the cookie cutter stuff. Is like that's like the rule now. It has to be like this because the public aren't gonna want to hear it, and you have to sound like this, and you have to sound like. It makes me just want to walk out. I'm like, all right, well, y'all do that.
And no one really wants to hear that.
Nah.
Well, I mean, I don't want to say you're gonna. I don't want to call it mess, but no one really wants to hear the same thing. They're just conditioned to like it.
And you know what? With that, we're gonna go to one of Kia's songs, and we'll be right back.
Hello, my name is Anthony Ramirez. I am owner-operator of Ramirez Internet Solutions. Here at Ramirez Internet Solutions, we specialize in creating WordPress websites, aiding companies with their content management, and helping create search engine optimization-friendly material for the web. We also specialize in graphic design, logo design, and print marketing, creating all your graphics and designs for your web and print advertising. So if you are a small business startup, or not happy with your current website, let Ramirez Internet Solutions take care of your website for you. Even if you have an existing website but don't have the time to manage it, let us manage it for you so you'll be free to do what you need to do, and that's run your business. Contact Ramirez Internet Solutions today at 571-572-0415. Again, that's 571-572-0415. Or email us at aramirez@ramirezsolutions.com or visit us on the web at www.ramirezsolutions.com. That's www.ramirezsolutions.com. Look forward to hearing from you soon.
Log in, FuegoBeats.com, YouTube, Mr. Fuego Beats.
Yo, we are back on Fuego Beats Artist Highlight. I am on the line with singer-songwriter Kia Sleet. How's it going, Kia?
Going great.
So,
how's it going with you?
I'm great. I'm enjoying the music. Before the break, we were talking about various things as far as the sound that you're going for, the different obstacles that you've encountered as an artist. With that said, what's one thing that you're trying to achieve with your music? I know that's a really broad and general question, but there's some people out there, believe it or not, they just want the fame. There's some people that aim to inspire others, have people just relate to their music. What's one thing that you would want people to gather or to take from the music that you make?
I want people to know, first and foremost, that I am real. I'm not trying to be something or somebody else. I'm real, and this is my way of communicating with the world and with people. So I just want them to, when they listen to my music, I just want them to feel that I'm genuine.
Okay.
That's cool. And I mean, I felt that way. Like I said, it's really when I listen to music in general or make music, I always believe that you have to make the artist shine. You know what I mean? The producer does his thing, but that's part of you being a great producer in the background is making your artist shine. So a lot of these, people out here, it's overproduced. So you're not anymore saying, you know what? That's a great song by Tony Braxton. You're saying that's a Pharrell beat. You know what I mean? You're not really listening. You're listening for the producer more so. I'm finding that, but that's why I like your stuff, because it's like I didn't even know you did that. You know what I mean? You did the production aspect, but now that I know that, I mean, that's one skill that's like, wow, because you you understand that. You know what I'm saying? That no overproducing. You don't have to put a bunch of. I mean, your voice does it. You might have just a basic beat or a basic, melody, and your voice makes that extra instrument instead of putting a bunch of violins and all this stuff through. Your voice actually becomes that. And I just think that that's how a lot of artists, and they might be mad at me. Yo, I'm telling you, they're going to say Fuego hates every show. But basically, I think people escape. How can I put this? People escape the fact of some not being as talented with their vocals because of that overproduction. Auto-tune it. Cool. That drowns that out.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I got to agree with that. I mean, you're saying, basically what you're saying is that there's some people that their vocals aren't up to par, but yet they focus more on other aspects of the song or whatever they're doing?
Yes, Egypt, and I know what you're saying.
Well, no, because look, the truth of the matter is
it's true.
Talent is only half the battle.
Exactly.
That is so true.
Yeah, there's millions of people out there that are way more talented than what we're hearing, on the radio, but they're probably going to be working a 9-to-5 for the rest of their lives.
I mean, yeah. And
right?
you know what, Kia, another thing, and I just want to see what you matter of fact, what do you think about that right there? As far as what you hear now, or even underground, as far as how people that are less talented are getting on? Like, does that? I mean, I'm sure that disturbs you.
It doesn't disturb me only because I feel like people who don't have the talent work harder. So I can't be mad if they're getting on and I'm not. That just means that lets me know that I need to work harder, because I know a lot of talented people who feel like, oh, since I'm talented, that should be enough, but it's not enough.
Yes.
And it's surprising that a lot of people don't realize that.
Yeah. No, it is. And that's what I was going to get into. What I was like, let me see. And you just, like I said, you're reading my mind right here. And that's exactly what I was going to say, that, sometimes when you're just that good, you just like, well, I'm that good. And for some reason in your mind, you think like somebody is going to like just click it one day. It's just going to fall. Somebody's going to knock on your door. And that's like Clive Davis, like, I think you good. Come on.
Right.
Like, I mean,
somebody's going to do that.
Be visible. That's what it is. You got to be visible. Exactly. And it's so easy now to be visible. So,
so easy.
That's right.
I do want to point out, going back, and I don't mean to change the subject, but when you said, as far as me producing, it's only one song that I produced that you're playing today. I just want to make sure I get that out, because I don't want to take, make it seem like I'm taking credit for anything that I didn't produce.
No, I understand that completely. But I know that like what you want, and it's just like, when you step back and after when you become like an executive producer or something, you've been, I say this like in the trenches. Like, as far as you've been on that production and you've been doing things yourself. Now it's like, what you want. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Versus me coming in as a producer, or Egypt coming in as a producer, and I'm telling you what you want. You know what I'm saying? Or what you need. You can get guidance, but my thing is that I think you're playing the Michael Jackson role. That's what I'm saying. You're coming in like that guy. I'm not trying to like, compare or nothing, but I'm just saying you're playing that role of greats. Because that's what, you go down to Prince, Michael Jackson, they've done it. And that makes actually a studio engineer, that makes them happy. that it's less work for them and everything. And I appreciate that. I really appreciate that from you.
With that said, though, right now you're 100% independent, right, Kia?
Right.
Okay, so that's you're free to do that. Now, suppose you get signed to a major label. I think it's going to be a lot harder for you as an artist to be as involved as you are, because if you're signed to a label, then that label already has several people in place to do all these different things with produce and blah, 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 blah. So all they're going to want you to do initially is just get in there and, maybe sing, provide the vocals, and let everyone else do their jobs. Except, of course, if you've been in the game for a while, for years and years, you have a little bit of pull, and now you can say, well, you know what? I want to say so in this part or this part or this part. You know what I mean?
Mhm. Yeah. That's why I work really hard right now to get as much as I can out, while I do have 100% control over everything. I try to get as much out, but my problem is, trying to, how you want everything to be perfect, so you stall. Like, that's my problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's like I said, that will pass. You know what I mean? And I understand how that is. When you go through this, like, you can do it. You know how to do it, but like you're saying, you're inviting other producers involved. That's produced these other tracks for you. So that's one step. You're actually breaking that cycle right there, and you're opening up even more. And like I said, I just think that there's a major label waiting, because this whole stuff that we see in the industry right now, again, I said it last show, the high top fade is back, the skinny jeans are back, real music is coming back. It's
yeah,
just,
it is,
right
man.
here.
Slowly, very slowly.
I agree with that. I believe that.
I'm sorry. Oh, I thought you were going to continue. Hello?
Oh, me?
Yeah, I thought you were going to continue.
No, I was just co-signing.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. That's definitely
Yeah,
cool.
no, but yeah, Fuego, I agree. You know what I mean? It's creeping back slowly, man. Real, like, you're starting to see little bits of it here and there, man, but, you know, it's not quite where I think it needs to be.
Oh, no
You
doubt.
have people like Frank Ocean.
Yep.
That's proof.
Yeah.
Miguel.
Yeah, definitely.
And you have that. It's just what it is just like, and you mentioned this about reconditioning the way people think, and I mentioned that also. Me and Egypt talked about that on another previous show about how people are basically. It's not like they're slaves, but it's almost like we've trained them, I guess, as artists and producers. We've trained the general public to be a certain way or like a certain thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, with anything, you know what I mean? We train everybody that, you know, this type of music, this is what it is. You know what I mean? And Egypt mentioned on the other show that, you know, why back in the day we were talking hip hop and why, you know, did they used to play like the Biggies, the Wu-Tang and all that. And again, it's one of those things that you was conditioned to like, and it was real, you know what I mean? And you had people that were actually, I guess you could say label owners and everything that were a part of that. You know what I mean? Versus people right now, you'll go to a label, and I have talked to indie labels. They own a hip hop label and don't even know certain like diggable planets and all that. Yeah. Sorry for stuttering, but they don't even know who that. And I'm like, how you an owner or something? And you don't even know. That's weird to me.
I mean, people take what you give them.
That's weird.
That's true.
Yeah. But we're going to go to another Kia track. I'm having a great time right here talking about the realness. So we will be back and speak to Kia some more. You're listening to the Artist Highlight Show.
Yeah, this is Rhubarb, and you are listening to Fuego Beach Radio, the #1 online radio
Welcome back,
station for
everybody.
emerging artists.
I'm your host, Fuego, on the line with Egypt and our special guest, Kia Sleet. And we're having a great conversation here. Kia is giving us some insight on everything that she does and her as a person, an artist, a writer, all of that. And I gotta say, you know, this is one of my favorite interviews right here.
One of my favorite artists.
Nice.
Yeah, I have
It
to.
is.
Yeah,
I was listening to, again, I was listening to your songs, not to take any of your originality away, because you are definitely original and you don't sound like anyone really that I've heard in a while. But in listening to the songs that you have, I see elements in artists, that I've heard in the past. It's kind of like, the best way I could describe it, I could be kind of off base, but the best way I can describe it is kind of like a funk inspired Erykah Badu kind of sound, So how would you describe yourself, or better yet, which artists in the past do you kind of draw from or get inspiration from to do your music?
Well, Erykah Badu, that's a compliment.
Oh, yeah.
I want to say that. But I listen to a lot of Marvin Gaye and a lot of Minnie Riperton, and those are like my favorite, like everything, I really look up to them. I'm really inspired by their music, but in my mind, I'm kind of like stuck in the 70s. So I'm really, a lot of my music is inspired by that era.
No, that's what it is. I mean, that's cool. I mean, because I always say you got to kind of reach in the past, to bring bring this, and you're moving into the future too, because you just bring elements of all of that, and I mean that's great, right there to be, especially the fact that I'm not sure, not trying to put your age out there, but I don't know if you're 80s, 90s baby or regardless. I'm pretty sure that you didn't grow up in the 70s. I'll say that.
80s baby.
So that's
for
what's
sure.
up. So, but you reaching back, and that's always good. I feel like I'm not stuck I'm stuck in the 90s though, like for real. And it's one of those things that it's just I appreciate when you say that, and you don't call it like, oh, that's old, man, that's garbage. Like I hear that from a lot of people. That's old, that's garbage. You got to listen to.
I mean, I don't hear people saying it's garbage, but a lot of people just brush it off like it's irrelevant. Like, oh, that was in the past.
Nah, I've heard people call people garbage. I'm not gonna go in on it, but I've heard them call them garbage, and I was like, what? And then they tell me something
because they're conditioned to like something else.
That's just what it is, and we just slowly, like Egypt said, we're changing that, changing that.
Yeah, but people are always opposed to change. People are always gonna. They don't like change. They like what they like. It's going to take time for people to kind of warm up to it. They don't see potential in what others see potential in. But it is what it is, man.
That's kind of what what we come up with this. If you didn't know, Kia, with the whole radio aspect was getting away from the I call it governmental radio. It's governed by FCC, governed by, like, it's telling you have to be. This is the rule. The rule is if they're not on the top 10 of the charts, we can't play you. And I've had my run-ins with stations promoting other people, and that's not cool. Because to me, you're, what? How you gonna do that? How you gonna just this? I mean, you told me the person is talented, but they're not high up on the charts for what society says is good. So they don't get any kind of play. You don't even give them, like you brush them off, like Egypt said. I can't get down with that. So I'm like, you know what? Then this is what we're gonna do. And I mean, regardless, you could have told me, hey, I've never done anything ever. And I mean, we can talk. You may not have a track laid down. Hey, let's get on. I'm pretty sure producers that we rock with are gonna reach out to you, and try to get that. I just get a little upset when people do that.
Yeah, well, it's...
Well, people like what everyone else likes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when everyone else likes it, then they'll like it.
Yep. Yeah.
People will jump on the bandwagon.
Followers. That's just what it is. Society of followers. But it's all good. Let them follow what you're doing, and that'll be great. One thing. Oh, go ahead.
What's the next step for you, Kia? What are you working on right now?
I'm working on an EP right now, and I keep changing the title. So I'm not going to even front like I have it all together with like decisions right now.
Okay.
I keep changing the title. It's like really important to me to make sure it's like all put together. I don't even know what I'm talking about right now. I hope you guys edit this part out.
No. Look, I completely understand. You're not necessarily a perfectionist, but you want to put something out there that you're proud of, that you can back up, right?
Right.
And I completely understand. So, but that's good. Best of luck to you. So you said an EP. Are you going to gather? Are you in the process of kind of like gathering? Like a producer, maybe a few producers, or are you just going to tough it out and wing it, or how are you going about that?
I'm working with 2 producers right now, and actually I'm working with 3, and I'm open to hearing tracks from other producers.
Okay.
But I've recorded quite a few songs already, and I'm just making sure that I put the right songs together, just to have just to make sure it all sounds good and flows together.
Okay, well, I'm sure it'll work out. The few songs that I've heard thus far, I like them. It's pretty good songs, so I think you'll be good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Kia. So, like I said, it's been great, talking to you. I do want to ask you a quick question. Is what's one hidden talent that you have?
Hidden talent
that you can say on air. I'll say that.
I'm really good at making pancakes. For some reason.
That's what I'm saying. That's what when I ask that question, I want to hear something like that. That's
yeah, they're perfect pancakes too.
That's what's up.
Perfect
so when we up there, you gotta hook us up.
Like at IHOP.
That's what's up.
Wow, she said IHOP. She can make a mean breakfast.
That's it. That's all I'm saying.
No, I said pancakes. I didn't say a whole breakfast.
Okay, she can help. She can help with the breakfast.
Well, I'll say that. That's what's up. That's a great talent right there. I'm telling you, because some people burn the edges, and that's what pisses me off.
Oh my God, my pancake will be stuck to the pan.
Yeah, that ain't cool.
Some people's pancakes look like hot water cornbread. I don't know if you guys know what that is.
No, but I could only imagine. Go ahead, break it down. What is that?
It's cornbread made out of stuff. I guess cornmeal. I don't know, but they make it a lot where I'm from. I don't know if it's an East Coast thing too, but it's like a Southern kind of thing.
I know what you're talking about. I've seen that
pancakes
before.
Are not supposed to look like that.
Oh, really? And they do that. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I'll send you a picture.
Yeah, do that for sure. And then send a sample, because I'm hungry right now. But like I said, it was great. We are gonna let Kia. We're gonna have her drop some of her greatness on y'all. But first, give any shout outs that you want. Any kind of plugs for anything you got going on, your email, all of that.
I want to give a shout out to my friend Jason for always being supportive. And I want to give a shout out to, I should have written this down. I want to give a shout out to Patrick Ellis. I found him on SoundCloud. Okay. Big ups to SoundCloud. I don't even big ups. Please edit that out. I don't even say that on a regular basis. I guess I'm trying to be cool right now.
That's cool.
But
it's all good.
When you're on the radio and stuff. But Patrick Ellis, he produced the track for Crazy.
Okay. Yeah, and I noticed. P. Ellis. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. And Chris I think he would want to say, wait, it's Cream Team, but Krispy Kreme, that's his name. He has a production company called Cream Team.
Hold up.
So,
oh wow. Okay, I'll tell
do
you.
You know him?
I just one of the guys that I'm connected with just mentioned him to me today, and I'm like, what? He was like, have you heard? I'm like, nah, I haven't heard him. Wow, that's ironic.
He's really good, and he's from St. Louis. And there's a lot of people. Oh, shout out to Dominic for linking us. There's a lot of people, and a lot of people are gonna probably be mad at me. But last but not least, my mom, because I have the best mom that anybody could have. She's never once asked me, when are you gonna get a real job and stop doing music.
That's cool. That is great. That is great. So, like we said, it's been a wonderful, wonderful interview right here, and we would like to close the show out with Kia blessing us with some of that great, great voice, and we will holla at you guys next week. So, whenever you're ready, Kia.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. I'm gonna sing one.
Okay.
Okay. I be dolo, but I ain't lonely. Don't need nobody fucking with my money. No, these bitches, they be hating on the low. If they see you as a threat to their show, that's why one is the magic number. I'm trying to tell you it's the magic number. I said one is the magic number. I'm trying to tell you it's the magic number. All right.
One is the magic number. 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 I be dolo, but I ain't lonely. Don't need nobody fucking with my money. No, these bitches, they be hating on the low. If they see you as a threat to their show, that's why one is the magic number. I'm trying to tell you it's the magic number. One is the magic number. Oh yeah, one is the magic number. I'm your only real friend, my mama said to me.